We are live. What's up, Roger? And everyone else, what's up, Herman? How are you?
Hey,
Welcome to
what's
Sunday
up?
Nights with those guys.
How you doing?
I'm good, man. I'm good. All in all, today was a good day. I've been kind of like getting a little
All right.
harassed by people saying, well, you talk FPV, you got birds on the wall, but you don't see you flying FPV. So I
Oh,
could say I got some footage coming. Oh, shit, I forgot. Sorry about that. I got my speaker. What's up, Al Diaz? So, just to let you guys know, what's up,
yeah,
Roger,
good deal.
Al Diaz, and the rest of the people starting to come in. Um, Hadley's bird came, and Justin, and I.
Yeah, I saw
Bird. Now,
the footage you had there.
what happened?
No, I saw the footage you showed me.
Yeah. So, um, it's the fastest thing I've ever flown. I must admit.
Okay.
But it was fun. And I did not crash today at all. I thought I was going to take it up on the first battery, smash, and walk home with the pieces. But
Mhm.
I didn't crash once today. I did
Okay.
have a fail safe. I was down up high behind me, and the signal just went real quick. But I did realize where I was, and I lowered it. So when it did wipe out and go to ditch, on fail safe, it just shuts down.
Hmm.
I was low to the ground.
Okay.
But Justin's bird is almost on steroids. I think it's about 10, 15 miles faster than mine.
Okay.
He let me fly it, and it took a while to get used to it. What's up, Al Diaz? How are you, sir? Hey,
So what?
Roger,
So you only
when
went
are,
to that
when are
one
you going
spot?
to grace us with your presence? In fact, you know what? Forget that. You here early, right? So being that you're here early, I'm going to send you an invite anyway.
Who? Roger?
Roger,
Okay. I thought you already did that.
I stopped sending Roger invites because he was the only one that wasn't coming in.
Oh,
But he's here early today, so I don't know if he has time to hang or what. But let me see, make sure that's the right link. If not, let me recopy this invite, copy invitation, and I'll send it to you again, just in case. Compose R for Roger. Oh, let me send Ray one too,
okay.
because Ray will want to come in later on if he's not busy.
Nah.
Okay. Um.
So yeah, what's the topic for tonight? Anything special?
Well, I do have two topics to talk about. One of them is the fact that the United States Postal Service
Mm-hmm.
is deciding to get into the drone game.
Okay.
And that's actually interesting because you would feel Easy E. What's good? How are you? Big John. Okay. Jay Santiago. Got all these guys representing from NYC and and some of those guys. Elias Nunez, the contracting guy,
Mm-hmm.
he's here also. I respect his job because he takes his GoPro and he just puts it on the boom crane of the crane he's operating, stuff like that. I only used to operate a payloader shovel, with the big tires about as tall as us and the big shovel in the front. That was the only thing that I did.
Uh-huh.
Easy. He says he reps LOS NYC.
Wow.
Could that be a new group out there? Is that a click? Something where you got to get a tat to get in? What? What's up? Anyway, the story that I was getting back to was
Big
let me
John,
just pull
what's
it up.
good, man?
Let me pull it up real quick. US. Okay. United States Post Office eyeing drones for mail, package delivery. And right now they're watching people that they're watching UPS. UPS has their own drone system. We did a story on, and they don't have anyone, or they're not looking directly at anyone, but they're saying they got their
Look,
eyes. in the drone business now, and they're shopping for a drone to deliver mail. Can you
Really?
imagine? Your mailman already gets there at 7 p.m. So now you really got to wake your ass up and go get your mail.
You know what? It sounds good. And with the approval in which UPS has gotten approval for, the idea for it to carry over into the mail delivery is far beyond what UPS has been able to get approval for. So
Oh,
I take my hat off to them, and if they can get it, hey, if you got a plan to go get it, because UPS hasn't been able to get that.
that's true. What's good, guys? What's up, Justin?
What's going on?
Huh?
What's good, man?
Justin got that adrenaline rush earlier. I didn't notice you had something hanging on the wall behind you there. Are we starting a collection?
Oh boy, here we go.
Just rearranging.
You notice his studio gets different every time we go. Hey, John, Big John says, what's up to you? Easy and John, you guys, I hope you're going up to that meetup next weekend.
Hold on a second, Mark.
Tom is giving. What happened? No. Justin, you said you don't know if you're going, but Herman and I,
I'll probably definitely go.
well, Herman and I are definitely going. We have to go to that meetup because I want to see if I can break the fakeometer. I have a fakeometer, and it almost broke one time, but they didn't break it. I'm expecting it to break next weekend. But anyway, how was flying your? Well, let's let Mr. Crawley come in. Laura, I need a good FPV drone to use the DJI FPV system.
What's up?
There's a guy named Hadley that comes in here. Hey, what's up, Mr. Crawley? Easy.
FPV.
This guy, yeah, you hear FPV. You know why?
Hello.
Justin had his maiden flight.
Hold on.
I had my Hadley special maiden voyage today, and no crashes. Even got a little bit of footage.
Nice.
But
Hey, you're not live streaming. I'm just letting you know.
I'm not live streaming. Yes, I am. What are you talking about?
This
Willis?
is.
Shows Spacey says it's
What you talking about, Willis? Put another quarter in the slot and pull it.
I don't know if I can see it. My cable's too short. But when I go on YouTube to look at the chat, this is what I see.
No, it's a different one.
You might be in a different show or something.
No,
says
it is. It's
live.
a different show because I had a log on.
Big John says break the fake. But anyway, Mr. Crawley, I will say this was the fastest bird I've flown since I've been flying FPV.
It's adrenaline, huh?
Justin's is even faster than mine.
Yep.
He let me fly that too. He let me fly.
That's awesome.
It was
Awesome. Did you guys enjoy it?
enjoyed is an understatement. I went to the park early this morning. I tried to have a little like mini beginners meetup this morning.
Yeah.
And I went to my local park. I said, look, I'll be there. If you've been learning how to fly, I'll be there. Justin said he couldn't come till later. So I went to the park. I said, all right, I'll burn 2 batteries. I tried to burn 1 battery line of sight in acro, which is almost impossible unless you're a pro. And so what happened was I wind up taking the camera off and said, you know what? I have confidence in my flying. I'm just diving in. Then I put the goggles on and took off and was zooming around the park at about 35, 45. I think I might have maxed out at 50 miles an hour and said, holy shit. And I had to come land for a minute because my heart was like, dum, 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 dum. But I burned 2 batteries this morning, and then I went back home to charge those up. And Justin came, and then we went back, and he had a maiden flight for his bird too. What's up, Curtis? Basically, we popped a cherry on both birds from Hadley. And wow.
How'd you like it, Justin?
I'm just amazed that it's in acro mode and I took off. And I'm like, man, this thing is smooth. I was like, wow.
You know what? You probably didn't even give it half the throttle that I can take.
What happened?
Yeah, when it's in... Do we get quiet all of a sudden?
Well, compared to the other drones that I flew before, this thing just, I put a battery in and I just took off and just, And I'm like, wow,
the tuning
it's perfect on it.
is for drone to weight ratio, thrust. Now keep in mind, I had a 4 cell on the bottom here. That's a skid, battery skid.
Yeah.
I had a 4 foot battery, a 4 cell battery here, and this is how the drone flies on this angle. Except when I dig in, then it kind of looks at the ground almost. But for the most part, cruising speed, I was at this angle like this.
Yeah.
I'm not used to that particular angle, but it was an experience. It was a real experience
You
because
were flying the hell out of that.
I was flying Justin's and I literally must have came at least, I'm not gonna lie, to me, with the camera, it looked like I was about 3 feet off the ground.
Nah, you was
Justin
lower than
could
that.
see what I was
You were
doing
cutting
there.
grass.
Put it this way, I thought the blades were just slicing the tips of the grass. It was real nice.
That's awesome. Good for you, man. Good. I'm happy you guys got a chance to do it. That's awesome.
Oh my goodness, man!
Why didn't you show me that footage?
I walked out of the park. What happened?
Yeah,
They didn't show us that footage.
I'll show him. Hold on. Let me see it up there. I don't remember which one it is.
Well, my RC
Hey,
should
Curtis.
be here Monday, so hopefully next weekend I'll get to fly my Hadley special.
I hope so. I hope so.
You're gonna have fun.
The bird comes in acro, do like everyone else said, and the hell with horizon mode and stabilize mode and go straight into acro. That's what someone told me, and that's what I did. I have mad buttons on my controller, but I only have 2 switches. One to arm, and one for acro mode. That's it. All the other switches are obsolete.
I just had arm switch. That's
At least for now.
Well, I put an alarm on mine.
I'll probably program a beeper.
oh, the
Yeah, beeper's good to have.
beeper I have on a switch, so I think that's.
But anyway, welcome to Sunday nights with those guys. Curtis, when you do fly that thing, you're gonna be like, wow. I left the park, Mr. Crawley, and guys in the chat. What's up, Big
Big
Mac?
Matt, what's
I
good?
left the park, Mr. Crawley, with a smile on my face, like all I needed to do was smoke a cigarette, and I haven't
Yep.
smoked in over 8 years.
By the way, live chat is compliments of me.
What happened?
Live chat is compliments of me.
Thank you.
Oh, okay. Yeah, thank you much, sir. What's
So-
going on with you guys now? The only real story that I did have was that United States Postal Service is going to look into drones, but everyone had to have seen this picture of the Mavic Mini on Instagram, right here, right? Hold it, I gotta wait a minute. Don't mute it.
Yeah, I saw that.
I had to turn that down so the music isn't played, but this is the actual Mavic Mini. It's on Drone News. I'll put the link so you can check it out yourself. There's a 2-cell battery for the front. My only thing that I don't understand is the front of it has a
Right.
compartment, like they plan on making interchangeable
I think
lenses in the
interchangeable
front.
cameras.
I don't know.
Probably be interchangeable cameras.
Right.
I
I can't stop the music on this damn thing.
Interchangeable cameras.
La 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 la.
Well, I don't think it is, but if that, maybe this kid has a
Phenomena.
model with,
No.
hold on. This kid has a model before they install the camera, because there are actually no plugs or anything. So I don't see that as actually, it looks interchangeable, but I see it as not really being one. Would that get blown away in the wind, LDS? I don't think so, because everyone thought the Spark would. And Big John in 314 will tell you, his Spark miraculously used to go 2 miles.
So who is this we're going
What's
to watch?
this, Justin?
You know what video this is?
Is this you, Justin, or Novice?
Oh, this is Novice.
But this
Whoa!
is actual speed. There's no slowing down or speeding up. And I was like, usually I get to that fence and I turn around. But by the end of the day, I was flying on the other side of the fence, which is pretty good. So I was happy with the distance. But this is your bird, right, Justin?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Justin's bird is definitely faster than mine. When I say faster, I feel the adrenaline when I'm flying his. Mine, I'm nice and cool and
This
calm.
one, he's cutting the grass. Look.
And
Oh, here we go. Flip, 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 flip.
No.
You did a flip.
Everything was
flip.
cool today. I really had no issues. And considering Justin's sticks are looser and his bird is faster, it just took like maybe 2 or 3 passes to get control of it a little better and get it out of race mode. Because if you keep the pitch pushed forward, you're just going to keep zooming. But it was fun.
Where's the footage? Where's the footage with Hadley's?
Now tomorrow, well, not tomorrow because I have to work, but Tuesday, I'll probably go back and those trees that are behind us in the distance along the water.
That's what you're going to go hit.
Well, I'm going to head in that direction.
He's going to fly around them.
I'm going to head in that direction, maybe fly over it, get a little bolder, and then
Dive
those
through
little
them.
shorter trees, maybe I'll try and do a pass. What's up, Barry's? What's up, RC Fund? Welcome,
Definitely.
guys, to Sunday nights with those guys. But I'm getting better. It's just that now that I thought I could fly, I have to get used to moving that fast.
Now it just gets a whole lot easier.
Well, I told you, I didn't crash once today, and I went to the park 2 times. I said, I know the second time I'm going to wipe out. I know I'm going to wipe out the second time. But
Eventually you will.
I know it's coming. I know it's coming. It's a matter of whether it's going to tumble for 50 feet and throw the camera this way and the battery that way, or it's going to hit something solid and go snap.
I flew over cement yesterday, destroyed one of my drones. So
yes, please,
What's good,
please
man?
hit that like button. You know what's funny, Herman?
Yes. What?
Before the live stream started, it showed 2 likes, and now you into the live stream. What did they take their likes back and shit?
no, it's a separate. I'm telling you, it's a separate. You had like 2 streams up or
You can't
something.
do that if you like the video. You could click it again and it'll take it away.
Oh well, Jay,
Yeah, you can click it again and it'll
you
take
got
it away.
an invite to come in as usual. So Curtis, are you coming to New York next weekend? Because we are definitely going to that meetup at Croton. Now,
I'm broke.
let me explain.
You can
Well,
explain all you want. I'm broke.
listen.
What did you buy?
Yeah, what did you buy?
I didn't buy anything. I'm broke.
Usually when I say that, I brought something and it's still in a box in the closet somewhere.
There hasn't been any money coming my way at this particular moment. I need to find some people that need some 3D logos and graphics and stuff.
Okay. Well, then you should be showing off your graphics through the live stream.
I should.
You know.
Look
Big
at that
Mac,
cool
I'm
graphic that's
broke.
around me right now.
Big Mac is like, I'm broke too. What's up, Cool Bick?
Cool bit. What's good?
I'll shut down the live chat since we got this many people in here.
No, it don't matter. I don't care. It doesn't bother me. It is not bothering me. Trust me. But I can say today, all in all, was a good day.
It doesn't feel good when you fly, crash it, and you're like, all right.
Dude, when you can see, first of all, we all broke. You're right about that, Eli. Here's one thing I have to say. When you go to the park and you fly FPV and you leave and it's still working, you pat yourself on the back for that. But then when you go back to the park to raise the odds of crashing even more, and then you don't crash that second time, then you start getting a little confident. So I think I'm gonna go back to the basics when I go to the park and
Right.
start out slow. Because
Well, that's where you're going to crash at. When you start feeling a little bit confident and you start.
That's when it happens.
Yeah.
well, see, that's
Start
what
pushing
happened.
yourself a little bit more.
If you saw the video that Justin that showed where I came up was headed towards the ground.
Mhm.
Fortunately, this thing has enough power to pull out of a dive with very good ease.
Okay. You remember when
What's
you
up,
first
Ray?
learned
Eli
how-
says, "What's up, man? What's up, TCM drone?"
when you first learned how to ride a bike?
It look like.
So we want to take a poll and see who's going to that meetup in Croton next weekend, because
TCM
this
Jones,
is
what's
what
good,
well,
man?
this is what's going on.
What's going on?
I heard today that there was a random meetup up there
Okay.
at
A
Croton.
what?
Now, what I'm
Oh,
thinking
that's why what's the name put pictures up.
who?
I think who we was flying with in Rockaway.
Oh no. She went up there by herself.
Uh,
Yeah, that person went by themselves. But um next week is supposed to be a meetup in Croton,
Mm-hmm.
New York. And Tom, who's a member of NYC, had posted it not only in NYC 5 borough, but also in Greater New York, which I have to give you guys an update. The Greater New York group is no more. The owner of the group went into a tirade and deleted everybody except for 3 members. So the 3 members saw that they were the only ones left, and they left also. What's
Wait a minute,
happening
back
with
up. I
that,
had-
I don't know. I don't
Who's those?
care.
Who's those
Wait a
three
minute. What
members?
what happened? What happened now? Back up. This is the original group that Justin was booted out of.
No.
No, NYC 5 borough was the group Justin was taken out of, but
Okay.
the Greater NYC drone group, which is Elliot's group. Okay, I'll be blunt. I'd say it was Elliot's group, and he had kind of left it to Herman and I because he had stopped flying drones and got into photography. Well, to make a long story short, he got mad at some people. It doesn't even matter who he got mad at, but he decided to kick everybody out of the group except for 3 people. And once I contact these 3 people and let them know that there were only 3 people in the group, those people left as well. But if you're thinking that you're in the Greater New York drone group, check again. He's starting from scratch.
So what I need to do is make you a graphic. It says, "As the drone drama continues."
Yeah, dude. Every week we could have drone drama news. Anything, man. Every week you have the technical.
Drone drama. That's awesome.
As the drone drama world turns.
Yes, yeah. So
seems like
exactly.
Welcome to the
You
world
gotta
of
film
drone
some of this
drama.
stuff where it can make a soap opera.
I know. If we could record this stuff and sell it to a network, I'm sure it would sell. You've seen some of the movies out there today.
Oh yeah.
Some wine drinking yuppies would pay to watch us.
Did anyone watch the FAA the other day?
What happened?
Oh my God, the FAA was on for so long with
well, it's just to show you all the props I have. I got bags of props.
Dude,
Gossip.
I could use drone gossip. Wow.
I like drone drama better. As the
Right,
drone
drone
drama
drama.
continues.
I'm telling you, you have the ticker and the whole 9 come across, breaking news. Breaking
Mr.
drone
Crowley
drama.
was seen with a
I see you got a
unknown
ship.
drone.
Yo, man, how you got some?
That's why I was like, don't worry about props. I got plenty of.
I got you.
I've got props.
Well, I'd like to say Hadley.
Mad props to you guys.
If any of you guys, Easy was in the room. He was saying he was looking for a drone to put the DJI system into. Yeah, he gave me the signature prop too. Where is it? Hadley looked
Send me a
out.
prop.
He gave us extra props.
Where they look.
He gave me a bag with mad screws and actually another VTX cable. He gave me the controller for the camera. So if I want to put in another camera or I want to adjust this particular camera, I have the clicker here.
Yeah, I was wondering what that was. I got that too.
Yeah.
Oh,
What
the little
happens
borders
is
for the camera. You can
sometimes
contrast and stuff.
sometimes your camera will, after a hit, may be loosened or go out of sync, and you can actually plug that into your camera and reposition it or do whatever you have to do to get it back looking the way it does.
So as long as you don't crash, you're okay.
Yeah. Well,
I'll be
It is
fine.
that way.
That's always.
Or if you wanted to make a change, just how it
Grant
was.
Ariel's drone drama, to fly or not to
Not
fly.
to fly.
That's the question.
That is the question.
Oh, we're gonna fly.
Drone drama on those guys.
We're flying.
I'm making that graphic. That's all.
And
there
you,
is
then you
to it.
play the Young and Restless music and we get a copyright strike. You know what the deal is.
That or
And Herman,
themselves.
Herman and I are always talking about things that go on throughout the day and things that are happening in life and stuff like
Things to
that.
make you go,
And they always wind up turning and conversations always wind up turning back towards Facebook. And I want you guys to know all of this that you're experiencing, this drone drama, the bitchness of people and all of that stuff. Well, I've been through this already several times. Once when I used to do internet radio shows, which is the same platform as this, and the other was on MySpace. You guys remember MySpace?
Who's
Well, there's a
space?
reason MySpace
MySpace.
isn't remembered, or you guys don't know what it is, because it used to be just like Facebook, a place for people to meet friends. And then they gave them the power to start making groups.
Right.
And then once they started making groups, is oh, my group is better than yours, Cool Bic, because you only fly in Brooklyn, yo. You know what I'm saying? Everyone starts that ball.
Yeah, but Cool Bic's got the chicks, man.
Yeah, right. He had all the chicks
I'll
up
go
on the
fly with
roof
him.
modeling. You remember that, right? He's up on the roof.
How can you
modeling.
not forget that?
Exactly. When are you guys making some those guys stickers? Well, since we got the Spider-Man off of it, we can look into making stickers and a couple of hoodies and stuff like that. We're just looking for a different distributor, because Canadian Drone Hub and them, they have a distributor that does Teesprings, which does their work for them, but you'll forget about your order by the time you get it.
Yeah, I see.
You know, they're that Teesprings is a little slow, and then I believe it's also because they're coming from Canada.
I see Crazy's wife does that.
Oh, what?
She does shirts and sweatshirts, hats.
Mm-hmm.
She does labels, stickers.
We need to look into
She did
that.
all my shirts.
We need to look into that for those guys and have a patch, because this is what happened.
When you got the shirts, right? Were you able to do drop ship for the shirts and stuff like that, or did you have to buy a certain amount of shirts and stuff?
I just did a one-time deal. I wasn't looking to do anything big with them, so I just bought them one time. I bought, you know what I mean, did a one-time purchase for a bunch of shirts that I gave away.
Right. This is the official logo now, minus the Spider-Man. So I put it up on those guys' New York City page. And those guys would highly appreciate it if when you post a picture, either you put up a hashtag those guys or hashtag those guys TG NYC. It makes the name get put out there more and more and more. If you notice, if you hashtag those guys, you'll see mostly Herman, me, and Justin and a few other people that have used it, but we use it the most. And slowly it's moving up. You know how you search for something and then you don't see it at the top? Well, we're slowly rising to the top. Except on Instagram, there's a group of guys called Those Guys. They have the Those Guys, hashtag Those Guys. And it's just two guys. I don't even know what they do, but that's the only time I wouldn't use it.
They were into music or something.
Also, by hashtagging, we appreciate it, John. By hashtagging those guys, it shows you're affiliated with us. Saigon 98, Drone Fix, what's up? How are you? Welcome to Sunday Nights with Those Guys. But that's why whenever I post Brooklyn pictures, I always go hashtag BK, because I know that's Ray's Cool Bic's hashtag and BK all day, you know, for all Brooklyn
of our lives.
But as far as stickers, you guys like the idea? Maybe we'll get some stickers printed up first and see how they look, because it's easy to get a roll done. I just have to look into it and see where I can get them from. But you say you know someone who does it? If
yeah,
you can
Tiffany.
Get me...
It's RC Crazy. He's into like different RCs and stuff like that, and she does printing for a bunch of people in the FPV world.
Okay. So she does it on a regular then already.
Right. She has a printing machine and stuff like that. You know what I mean? She's raising the family, and her and her husband do RC stuff, and she does printing on the side. And
no,
she does it full time.
If it's a support fellow pilots and stuff. That I'm with
Yeah,
that.
she did pretty good. And she's pretty quick with the turnaround. I was really surprised, you know. I think it
Well,
was
see,
like 2 weeks and I had,
that's what I'm concerned about turnaround. The Teesprings is good. They got me my hoodie when it
Right.
shipped. They told me, but I think that it came in on California, went down through the Panama Canal, came back up through the Atlantic, and then hit New York. And then they put it on a plane and took it to Canada, and they drove it by truck back to New York. Because that's about how long it took to get here.
I'll try to get in touch with her. I'll give you her contact info.
Yeah, or get a price list. If you can DM me a price list or something for stickers, a roll of stickers, or and then ask her when she or her prints vinyl, because that's most important. As you see how Justin's shirt is, Justin, can you stand up for a second? And you see the shirt behind Herman, those are vinyl. So when you
this hoodie is probably like 6 years old. And
yeah.
I
Because
don't
then
know.
you
I
have
know his t-shirts were wicked comfortable. And
what happened, Ray? We can't hear you, man. You mute yourself.
What do you say?
I don't know. Sign language. He went.
You got his hoodie on.
No, I saw it. A red hook hoodie. In the lower left-hand corner, is your mic on? Well, maybe you come back. See, that's vinyl, right, Curtis?
Yep.
Yeah, because vinyl's easier to print to multiple materials.
Yeah, but I ain't trying to take no paper out of nobody's pocket. But I got guys right in my face right now, dude. So
Oh, that's right. You're over there.
all right, yeah, do that then.
Wait a minute.
I'm in print heaven over there. Like,
no, right where Ray is. He's the super of like all of certain area of Red Hook, that whole section along the water. And they have printing companies over there as well.
Oh yeah, that's where I get all my shirts, my embroidery hats, my buttons, everything from them. Okay?
All right. Well, we're gonna have
Local is always better.
So send me that file. Send me a PSD file or TIFF file.
I'll send you a PNG, a ping, because it's small and it can go to anything. And Mr. Crawley, also see if you can get me a price list from her, because what Ray might be able to get or might not be able to get, she might be able to have a better deal. Who knows?
Yeah, no problem.
Spread it around like a jelly, baby.
Yeah, that would be highly appreciated. What did you say? Big Matt says that's his team, Curtis.
Yeah, they're playing right now, so you guys should feel special.
Well, that's if you see Herman rubbernecking, that's what he's doing.
He's leaning over.
That's what I'm doing. You already know.
Giants, I'm sort of a
what's up with them Giants, boy?
I'm sort of a fair weather fan. I wait till the second half of the season to start watching.
Yeah, but that's expected with my boys, man. We got a better record, though. And we got better players. That's all. We just got a crazy coach.
I didn't expect there to be anything different this year.
Nah, me neither.
What's going on, Saigon 98 Drone Fix?
Yeah, they came in. He came in and said, "What's up?" We were saying hello to him, and it's his first time here, and show him some love by acknowledging him. Barry G's RC, he's in. Yeah, I haven't looked at the list for a while. I couldn't even tell you everyone that's in here, but we don't have a real topic tonight. But I figured we would have one, and I would bring up one as Curtis had brought up something. You guys had saw the picture of the YouTube video of the guy with the drone. He reaches out, tries to grab it, and it shoots a bullet into the head of the dummy. You guys have seen that, right? Huh?
Yeah.
Okay.
Slaughter bots.
Yeah. Well, Curtis, if you can send me that link, I'll put it up, or you could put it up or whatever. But I want to talk about this. Everyone talks about the good of drones and shit like that, but they can now drop anywhere from 300 to 500 drones from a fighter jet. I showed you the video, Curtis, and these drones all think autonomously. And if you set them out on a mission, they will go out and accomplish the mission. And the first mission after they get out of the plane is the swarm in formation. X Drone Factor, thank you for the $5. Raining outside, figured I'd listen in. Looking forward to seeing you guys, those guys at Tom's meetup. Well, thank you much. And we plan on being there. I actually told my boss I'm taking off work to go to this event because we need to get up there and fly. I mean, I want to get the hell out of the city and fly, plain and simple. But much appreciated. And we look forward to seeing you there as well. Um, Getting back to what I was talking about, the swarming drones, they literally have stopped in formation after being dropped out of these two fighter jets. And I'll try and find the videos for
The
you.
Slaughterbots video, I just posted that in the chat in case you guys
Okay,
want to watch
yes.
that.
This particular video right here, well, if you take it, if you click on it, it'll turn away. Hold on.
I do want to point out that this is science fiction at this point, and this is just a movie. We're not trying to sell this as because there's a few people in the various Facebook groups that are saying it's not real. It's not real. Of course, it's not real. It's a movie. So don't go watch it thinking you're seeing something that's actual.
Curtis, I beg to differ because the first time I saw it, I had to have one, and I got one.
Well, if you look close, if you look close at his hands, the props are on the bottom, so you don't have one. When
actually, he's right about it. But so you guys can listen to the live stream. I'll pull up the video so you guys can see it. I can't play the audio. They'll probably get me on a copyright strike, but who cares? I already cursed anyway, so that's pretty much what they're gonna do. Hold on 1 second, see if I can set it up and start it.
We used to have a set of rules that Lawrence seems to break. One of them all the time.
Well,
I know. I saw this video before.
Rules are made, right? Rules are made to be broken. Now, what this is, for those of you who have not seen the video, it's basically a handheld bot about the size of the one Herman just had in his hand, except it's fully autonomous, self-thinking, and this bot can literally, I'm going to try and skip to the fun part, where before he starts talking about it, here it is. But that's what it is. This is what it looks like right there. Now, on the bottom of it, it does have facial recognition. On the bottom of it, it has a single charge that holds a 38 slug. Okay, and once this thing is fired, it kills. It supposedly kills its target. Now, once again, like he mentioned, this is a movie. Okay. It's a short film, it's a movie, but now the actual swarm bots, I searched for that before. Swarming drones. Hold on. Military swarming drones. I sent Curtis this one here. Military releases them from F-18s. Now, the graphics aren't too cool, but when they switch over to the computer settings right here, they're actually launching them. And you zoom in really close. I personally can only see little dots on my screen, but let me get to this point. After the drones are released, their first mission is to gain signal, get together and swarm like they're doing right here. That's the first part once they're dispatched from the planes. Now, these other little ones over here, they may have been lost or those may be targets, but these red dots seem to be the drones that they're drawn to. So maybe a master slave. If you notice, some of them are turning red, which I'm assuming have either lost signal or gained back. But now after they do the first mission by swarming together, the next mission is to make it to that first mission point and then swarm again. Once again, after they're swarming over a target or near a target, then they can swoop in and do whatever they have to do. So is it real? Is it not? I'm going to tell you 9 times out of 10, I'm pretty sure if they're showing you it's out there or probably have been out there for a little while because they don't just let stuff like that leak. It's been out for a little while. Okay.
So my line of thinking on all this, and the reason why I posted this video in all the different groups was because of the Skydio 2 and its obstacle avoidance features, which utilizes AI. And immediately one of the groups that I posted in is in a pro group with UAV, military UAV guys. And they're like, no way, this ain't happening, da, 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 et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. This is not possible to do. And I pointed out the Skydio, and then a couple of people said that totally different thing. It's not AI. And I'm like, well, you know what? Today's obstacle avoidance is tomorrow's target. We're just naming it something else. Right now it's seeing trees and branches and bushes
and telephone lines
else.
2 centimeters thick.
Telephone lines. So how hard is it going to be to step it up and program it to recognize a face?
Pretty much.
Well, if your phone can do it.
Yeah.
It's not it's science fiction as far as that video is concerned, but it's not beyond the realm of reality at this point. Now, the video, as far as they take it to where it becomes a political thing, and they send these things in to kill senators and congressmen and stuff like that, that's a totally different that's a real stretch as far as I'm concerned.
Well, let me tell you, they started it many years ago. You guys remember the British jet, the Harrier, the vertical takeoff Harrier?
Yeah.
Well,
the jump jet.
While studying this thing one time, I forget what we were studying it for, but that thing has a targeting system that can pick one person out of a crowd and actually target that one person out of the crowd and hit them in that crowd. So if they were doing it back then during a Harrier jet, just imagine the Harrier jet a little smaller, no gas, battery powered, and one shot.
Well, Lawrence, I don't know if you remember or not, but we did a story on that little
What's up, Twan?
Drone that fits in the palm of your hand that the military already has.
Yes, they have. What is it? $6,000 per drone?
Yeah, something like
looks
that.
Looks like a dragonfly.
They already have it. So, hey, Rodney.
That's true. I forgot to mention that. You guys have probably seen the video and never even realized it, but it's an actual drone that simulates. It's I'd say maybe about 6 or 7 inches long, and it's round on the top and it narrows towards the end. And it has one propeller.
I don't even think it's that long.
If it's that long, maybe I'll see if I can get a graphic of that military drone. But they are issuing it to all infantrymen, and all infantrymen can carry 2 to 4 of them out in battle. So they actually able to take this drone, which is autonomous, throw it in the air, or use a laser and target something, and this drone will go fly there and do surveillance. And once it's locked on, I think the thing can fly around for a pretty good amount of time. It can fly indoors, so that means it's not GPS dependent. Okay, so you can follow someone from outside into their house, and this thing will follow right behind you, and you probably wouldn't know because it's so quiet. Let me see if I can get images.
I want one so bad.
Well,
I need toys like that.
When I saw it, I just thought that they could put that thing in a room somewhere, in a big room, and they can listen to whatever they wanted to listen to.
But they do all that stuff from outside the rooms now.
Yeah, but this can also get visual.
Yes, this does. Here it is. I got a picture of it right here. All infantrymen. I'm trying to get the picture to load now. Here it is. Let me just share the screen real quick. All infantrymen today in modern times are issued 2 to 3 of these. I will put this link here.
That was originally $80,000 a piece to make.
Well, they got them down to $6,000 a piece. No,
and that's why they get
hold on. The U.S. Army is getting tiny personal surveillance drones as part of its $2.6 million. Black Hornet weighs 32 grams and can navigate in or outside of GPS areas. So I'm taking, if it has to use GPS, it's even more accurate. But this is an old article. I can't tell you. I don't
look at that Pixel phone.
This is the link right here. You guys check it out yourself, because there's a lot of little stuff that's out there drone wise, and everyone's always talking about drones for good and stuff. Oh, I got to stop sharing. I'm sorry. Everyone's always talking drones are doing this, and North Carolina, they're delivering hearts and body parts and blood, and everything back and forth from hospitals daily now, and they've been doing it.
Sounds like
for
a
few months?
Halloween movie, delivering body
Yeah,
parts
we
and
used to
blood.
just use the trunk of a car.
Could you imagine? You're driving down the road, and all of a sudden,
trunk of my
heart just
Cadillac held a
pops
lot of
right
bodies.
onto your windshield. But if the
Hey,
military
Roger's in the
has
house.
those,
Excuse
if
me,
the,
guys.
Roger.
if the military has those personal drones for these guys, all right, and they're talking about dropping anywhere from 300 to 500 swarming drones out of a plane. What do they even need to go? Yeah, you guys support each other. You don't know each other, support each other. They can basically do whatever the hell they want now, pretty much. I
Yeah.
mean, think about it.
Can we back up just 1 second though?
Yes.
What was this, Herman? What was this rule that he broke?
Oh, about his foul language.
Oh, okay. What did
Yeah.
you say?
Oh, he has always got the 4-letter words over there. Every week.
Well, I did. I guess it's all right. They're still monetizing them, so I guess that's all right. But welcome to Sunday Nights with those guys. Hey, Ray. I don't know if he's having technical difficulties or what, or he'll come back in. I see Mr. Crawley has, or we could do a drop really quick, but we'll wait for him to get
why
back.
not?
But in retrospect to what I was talking about, everyone always talks about how good drones are, and right under our noses, they're using drones in the military. They're using drones for whatever purpose, who knows? You know, I mean, it's just a matter of, how would I say? If you have enough money, I guess you can get it. You know,
Yeah.
I would like one of those little $6,000 personal joints. You know, I don't know what I'd use it for, but I'm sure I could find a use for it. Wouldn't you, Curtis?
Of course I could.
What's up, grumpy vlogger? How are you? Dropping by to say hello to everyone. We appreciate you coming in, sir.
Hey, how you doing, man?
What's up, man? How are you doing? And
Hello.
welcome to Sunday Nights with those guys.
With those guys.
We appreciate it. Everyone coming in. And you know what's even better? Winter's coming. So then we can kind of hold you guys hostage, because either you be on the couch watching sports or you come hang out on Sunday nights with us. But we want to have some in the future. Herman and I are discussing having some real contest and some giveaways and stuff. We just need to get that logo printed up on a few things first to see how it goes.
You guys need to do a sports section and do just an updated current scores.
Well, if we have that ticker made up for the drone drama.
No, I was thinking like a planet, you know, as the drone drama turns. have the Earth, you know, it goes around in a text or something.
So Justin,
Yes.
how much stick time you gonna be getting in, man? I'm gonna tell you like the mama tomato told the baby tomato, catch up.
All right, catch up.
I'm gonna be starting to do an hour a day on liftoff.
Dude,
I need to catch up to you because I'm watching you fly like.
we started
Damn,
the same
what did I
time
miss?
though. I did have more time on the stick. I did have a lot more time on simulator, but I can tell you right now, after flying this bird today for the first time, one of Hadley's famous FPV birds, which you guys, you need to check out his channel. He does some real good FPV flying, and I think he just tested out Frostbite.
Right.
It's called. He tested out a Frostbite system and took that bird out 6,000 feet with no problem. Oh no, Curtis has been busy.
Oh,
This is
an
pretty cool,
old
Curtis.
one I did for me. I can modify it.
That looks pretty cool. We could have a breaking drone drama news section. That would be pretty good, right? I don't think that little beep is copyrighted, so we might be able to get away with it.
Hey, that's one thing I want to talk about is copyright. I got a current issue I need to figure out.
hey,
Which is?
magnetic interference. What's up, man? What
Magnetic, what's up, bro?
You got
How are
a copyright issue now? You want?
Well, I don't have one. I want to avoid one.
Okay. What are you trying to do?
So let's see. How much of this can I reveal? I was asked about doing some parody stuff, specifically parody, having to do with a certain superhero, and was it possible to do some VFX for it? And we discussed it, and yeah, we can do it. And then the idea of music was brought up, and the original music for this particular superhero was brought up. So just out of curiosity, I went and bought the orchestra sheet music, and I just so happened to have a very expensive sample set of
Right.
orchestra samples. And I'm not talking about your basic keyboard. It sounds like a tuba. I'm talking an actual
Come
sample
on, you guys, click that like button.
actual samples of tubas, French horns, violins, first violin, the whole 10 yards.
Right.
There's 28 parts to this orchestra piece. And part of me doing this was to learn how orchestration works, because, you know, playing on a guitar, which is what I do, you're talking 6 strings basically, and 6 strings make the chord. Well, with an orchestra, the chord is much larger. Who handles what part of that chord? Because with an orchestra, the instruments play one note at a time. So I started playing around with it, and it sounded damn good. Now, I didn't write it. All I did was play what was on the sheet music on each track, and then used the sampled sounds to get the sound, and it sounded really, really good. I mixed the whole thing together, and it was like, wow, I wish I could use this. And I played this for the guy, and he's like, yeah, let's use it. It's a parody anyway.
Right.
So now I'm kind of like, well, I don't know if we can do that or not. I mean, it is the music. I mean, they sold the sheet music to it. So I'm thinking, and you know, parody comes under fair use from what I understand. But do any of you have any input on?
I don't have any personal experience dealing with music like that, but I do know that if I ever have a question about any type of music, and this may sound funny, and I'm not getting paid for saying what I'm about to say, but I pull out Shazam and I let Shazam listen to it. And if Shazam finds it in a few seconds, then I know more than likely I can't use it in a video because I'll get a copyright strike. I would try that just to see what it does. Hello to everyone on the panel, by the way. What's up, Grumpy Vlogger? Welcome back to Sunday Nights with those guys. Can we do a drop? Can we do a drop real quick, since we have 27 people watching now, and I expect the numbers to get better as the weather gets worse. There he is, Ray. Ray was munching.
Ray comes back for the drop.
Right, Ray comes back. Ray comes back. All right, who's going to do it? You Mr. Crowley, this week? No. Justin popped a cherry on his bird, so he should do it today.
Ooh, yes. Sunday Nights with those guys is brought to you by
those guys.
Thank you very much. Val would have said you guys were a bunch of wusses, but I'll take it. Dinner time. Have a good night. Drone X Factor, thank you for popping in. We really appreciate it.
Thanks for stopping by.
Yes, we'll see you next week. We'll see you guys next week up there. I hope everyone that says they're going is going, so we can all get together and fly and maybe break some bread and then come back down to the city. So thanks for popping in. Thank you for the super chat. Much appreciated. All right. Drone Landscapes, how are you? I'm sorry I missed you. We have a few new people in here. So is no one else live tonight, or what's happening? Is Val going live after us tonight?
Exclusive Studios goes live. I don't know anyone.
Oh, hold on.
You know, I never really kept a schedule.
Since I already broke the rules, let me pull out my disclaimer. Hold on.
Here we go.
Here we go.
You know it's coming. You know something's coming, right? All right. The views and opinions that are heard tonight are not necessarily the views and opinions of everyone on the panel. And with that said, you guys that are coming to live streams are not coming to live streams because certain people on our panels, grow the hell up. I know. I don't know. No. I said it wrong.
You said it right.
No, I'm not going to start cursing or anything, but I just have to say this.
Link and then you'll see.
We all play in the same park, all right? One day you got the ball, okay, then we're playing ball, and then you want to go home, and then you take your ball home with you. Well, let me tell you something. There's always someone in the park with a damn ball.
Somebody has balls.
Look,
You understand what I'm
you
saying?
You can't get mad at the guy for going home with his ball. Is his ball.
Right. But don't say, ha,
Eventually,
ha,
he's going to go.
ball.
Eventually, if it's his ball, he is eventually going to go home with
Right.
his ball.
Yeah, but you guys
some
know
point.
exactly what I'm talking about.
Yeah, I know you just want to be a bully.
Yeah.
Who is it? I want to know.
No, it doesn't. We've not mentioned names or anything, but
Matters
we
to me.
appreciate any and everybody who comes to those guys. We will show you the same love and support that you show us. I mean, there are live streams that I've gone to here that I've been like, hey guys, what's up? And have been totally ignored. I'm like, oh, okay. But I move past it. I digress. You know,
I want to know what's going on.
well, there's not a whole lot going on, but it's just a little. We need the drone drama. We need that setup to come up with the music. But there are just certain members on YouTube that I'm not going here because that person's there. Cut it out. You're all freaking adults, man. Smoke a joint, drink a beer, something. Relax. It's not the end of the freaking world. Seriously.
Got that joint, my friend.
Exactly. By Christmas, you'll all be singing Kumbaya. Anyway,
all I gotta say is I have a lot of friend requests from that circle that people are trying to be my friends. Matter of fact, I gotta show you, Lawrence, so you could see.
Well, they just unfriended everybody else, so you're left. You're it.
Oh man,
that's a possibility. But right, as you get bigger, you can't acknowledge everyone. You know what? As so far, I haven't gotten big enough that I cannot respond to each and every person that leaves a comment on each and every one of my videos. Okay. If it gets to the point where I can't, I'll have to ask someone to help me, plain and simple, as opposed to not responding to a bunch of people. Right. Eli is right. Eli Nunez. I just love droning. You know what it is? We're all in this game to have fun. We're all into it for the adrenaline rush. Right now, I'm into this FPV thing because you get tired of flying in a damn straight line. You understand what I'm saying? And whether you have a camera drone or racing drone, or you like this person or you don't like that person, get over it. There's a lot more pressing issues out there in the world than to be worrying about your ass being mad at me or me being mad at somebody.
You know what's cool is when you fly GPS drones and you fly racing drones. It's pretty cool.
FPV. It is. You know why?
When I was focusing on just the racing drones and I went like 2 weeks without flying my Maverick Pro, I went back to my Maverick Pro and I started to fly it like I was flying my FPV drone. It's like, I'm like, why is it doing this there? I had to stop, let it go for a second. I'm like, all right, now I go up, I go down.
Yeah. You get to be a little aggressive, right? Eli.
Now I'm comfortable. Now I'm much more comfortable, but I'm more aggressive now with my Maverick Pro.
Eli says, if it flies, I like it, and I don't blame you. I mean, if I could afford to get into fixed wing and I had the space, what's up, Paul? I would have a few fixed wings as well.
I got them all. I got fixed wing. I have wings. I have FPV drones. I have camera drones. I have submarine drones. I like drones.
Right. But my only
like
point is
drones with big butts.
My only point is everybody should. I mean, it's hard. There are circles that these guys hang with those guys. That guy hangs with this guy. It's all association. I can't think of.
I just hang with Paul.
Go ahead, Paul. How are you?
How you doing, Paul?
How's it going, Paul?
Just got back from flying another ship.
Okay.
Which one was it? What was the name of it?
The Federal Kivalina. It's an ocean going.
Excuse me a second. I'll be right back.
Okay.
Goodbye.
So how long before that one?
Before what one?
Oh, before you put this one up.
Oh, probably. Well, if I get off of here at some point, then it takes me usually about hour or two at the most, depends upon how diligent I am.
Okay.
So, Paul, are you familiar with any copyright laws as far as music goes and dealing with parody?
No, I'm not. I used to just go ahead and pirate songs all the time, but
Mhm.
I am not monetized, so I've never gotten a real strike about it.
Well,
And now I have a whole library of songs that I use that are royalty free.
so in this particular case, I bought the sheet music to this song. It's an orchestra piece, and I went ahead and recorded it myself. Each individual, the French horns, the trumpet, the trombones, the whole 10 yards, the string section, the timbali drums, the whole thing. And then put a little bit of my own twist on it, but it still is the original song. So, and it's going to be used in a parody piece. But I'm like concerned at this particular point as to whether I should allow this or not. My gut says no.
I don't think so either. You know, because I don't know if you watch, you know, I always refer back to him sometimes with some of these things, like Ken Herron was a guy that pushes the levels on all of these things.
Mm-hmm.
And if you watch on his show, he does this segment with this other guy called 1 Second Song, because he can get away with playing that 1 second. Now, if you see him play a song any longer than that, it's usually like what they have these karaoke versions of these songs.
Mm-hmm.
And I think those things you can get away with something like that.
That's a real sketchy
subject,
topic.
yeah.
But replaying someone's actual music, that's I don't think you
That's
can
like
get away with
people
that.
right now using like James Brown music. They think they can share it a little bit, but once you got that thunk from them JBs, they already know it's James Brown music, and you can't do anything about it. Like lyrics, that's one thing. Anybody can do lyrics, but a particular beat, you can't play with that.
I mean, the only thing I would suggest you do is do a test video with whatever music you have and see if you pop up with a copyright strike.
Well, that may be an issue because I'm going to tell you, remember Ryan Little? We used to use his music, you, Herman, and we used to use his music. And all of a sudden, he found out he was becoming popular and he started putting his music on SoundCloud. Now, SoundCloud says in order to have your music on here, it needs to be copyrighted or you need to have some kind of protection for your music. And I was getting monetization from using Ryan Little. Now you play anything of his and you get a straight copyright strike. Now keep in mind, I've been playing his stuff for over a year, and anywhere from 3 months to 6 months later, I get a copyright strike for using Ryan Little. So,
but the funny thing with him is that if you message him, he will say, "Oh no, my music is free to use. Free to use."
right, I did that too. And I said, dude, if your music is free to use and you put the word free across it, how come YouTube?
You can't find them on YouTube anymore.
Well, here, Roger brought up a real interesting possibility from Canadian Drone Hub. If you put the video with music on it in private, it will say it is copyright or not.
Right.
Yeah, that's why I was like, just do a test video and see if it pops up with anything.
Yeah, if
it's in private, no one can see it, right?
Well, no, because if it's private, no one will see it. But Curtis, it has to be public. If it's not made public, they have no way of telling. If it's private, it's for personal use. Because I've done private test runs on certain equipment and live streams to use soundboards and stuff like that. So, if it's private, no one will see it. Then I honestly
I
don't
think what he's suggesting is it will still go through the algorithm or whatever it is that YouTube has and recognize if it's a copyrighted song or not.
You could give it a try. That would be a great idea.
Yeah.
It wouldn't. What would it hurt?
Yeah.
Right. If you make it private, you can always delete it because no one's seen it anyway. But you're gonna have to let it sit there for about a week or so.
Actually, I've done that before, and I get notified within a matter of an hour or two.
Okay, that's good. In fact, Roger just said lots of guys are doing it that way. Well, Roger, we would know that if you were here on the panel instead of typing.
Well, poor Roger. Roger didn't go on today because he's just whipped.
Yeah, that's what someone in the chat was asking you. How are you doing after all of the live streams last night? What's up, Hadley's famous
called
FPV?
in here to see if he was on this morning.
So both of the drones you got from Hadley crashed. They just died, guys.
Yeah, they exploded in midair.
Did they hurt anybody?
It's too late.
I think there was
It's
a little
too late,
girl.
Mr. Crawley. We already spoke to Hadley earlier today. I let him know.
Hadley knows this stuff, man. He's not gonna
Hadley, he
give you
says,
bad
when your
stuff.
drones went up and exploded near a bird, did you plan that? Well, what are you waiting for, Curtis? To come in for your bird?
Huh?
His controller. He still
Oh,
has
yeah.
Controller is waiting
The
for
radio, the radio.
Yeah.
Okay. If you have a problem, setting it up, I'll give you the link. This guy, Blue Falcon is his name. He's no longer with us, but his videos are still getting views and showing people how to set up their radios.
Mhm.
I follow him for setting up my switches. Once your switches are set up and you go into beta flight and you move a stick and it moves, you're good to go.
So there's no audio on this other than you can hear what the guys are saying, and you can kind of hear the DJI Go app talking. But this is how I lost my Inspire 1.
Expecting to see an eagle swoop in and snatch it.
So you heard her say take off?
Landing gear raising.
Goodbye, Inspire 1. It's nice knowing you.
You are in a no-fly zone. Battery overheated.
That was good.
That was
man.
good. You
That
almost
was
had me
awesome.
there for a
This drone
second.
will self-destruct in 3, 2.
That was funny.
That's on my channel, by the way, guys, in case you want to go check that out. Lots of fun stuff.
You guys support each other. And please click that like button. What's up, Coast to Coast Drones? And welcome to
Hold
Sunday
on, so
Nights with
everybody
those
crying
guys.
about they broke.
Well,
Why everybody broke?
Guys, I gotta let you know, it's 6:06.
Mhm.
At exactly 7, I have to end because I then have to go out in the rain. Because if you're not in New York, you wouldn't know, but it's been raining from since Justin and I left the park earlier today until now, and I have to run out and get my daughter. But
Yo, hold up.
If-
So
if
why
some-
everybody? Let me ask you a question. Why everybody crying they broke? What they broke for?
don't you know, man? Women are listening.
Hey, listen.
Need I say anything else?
Oh, y'all gotta worry about that. Y'all better do like I do. Huh.
Look.
I'm serious. So why everybody crying about they broke? They can't go nowhere. What's the problem?
No, you're going next week, right?
But what
Saturday.
is it? What is it? I ain't hear. I've been bits and pieces. Like what is it?
Saturday, Tom from NYC 5 Borough
Mhm.
made a meeting up in Croton,
Guy bot
Okay.
is real.
and those guys is going up there. We're trying to get Papito, everybody to go up there.
Oh, okay.
So I want to see if I could
Are we
break.
gonna be able to fly up there, or just
We should be able to fly, and if not, you know how we do. We get in the car and we find some place to fly.
Okay.
You know, so I wouldn't.
Skybot is real.
Well, this is a Saturday, a Friday, Sunday. What?
Saturday, I'm taking off from work. This Saturday coming up. It
What time?
was in a greater NYC drone group, but everything's been deleted from that group. But in NYC 5 Borough, Tom posted it. I'll send you the face.
I saw it. I saw
Yeah.
it. I saw it.
Right. So I definitely want to go up there. Whether we'll be vlogging or whatever, I don't know, but I need to find some kind of gauge or something to carry along with me. I want to make something called the
There we go.
fakeometer.
There we go.
Well, let me get the 3D
Just
printer
do
right
like
now.
this. Let's do like this, and it start beeping, and I walk away from you quietly.
There we go. Read that disclaimer again.
But that's it. Yeah.
What's the disclaimer?
There we
Read
go.
the disclaimer, please.
I'm reading this because the views and opinions that are heard tonight are not necessarily the views and opinions of everyone on the panel. You feel better, Herman?
Yes.
Your cue
Okay.
card, put it in front of your desk, so you don't have to keep grabbing the book.
See what happened?
To get your card in front of your computer, saying all them lyrics, so you don't have to keep going to the
Yeah,
book.
you know what? I might as well put this on the wall instead
Or,
of freaking
or
putting it.
record it so that way you could just hit the button.
Hit the button.
Good point. Even better. Even better. It's raining next weekend, Saigon Drone Fix. Where are you from, Saigon Drone Fix? And I'm only asking because we're going to start doing demographics. Hey,
Saigon.
Justin Hadley says he's glad you guys got the drones working with the
Oh, yeah, that's
transporter.
amazing.
That was the easy part, dude. The hard part was actually putting the goggles on and taking off.
Yeah, I actually put the goggles on and took off and ran into
Hadley,
myself.
get a copy
Oh
of the
yeah,
footage.
So Hadley, mine's going to be here tomorrow. Coast to Coast Drones. My RC should be here tomorrow. Finally.
Hadley, get a copy of the footage because you'll never see it fly again.
Not true. I went to the park 2 times today and didn't crash either time. And didn't I have a very nice control landing, Justin, on the last
You
battery?
actually landed level and perfect on the last battery.
With your drone.
What did you do? Fly 35 packs, Lawrence, or what?
No, only about 6.
Well, I thought maybe 35 packs, and you finally got it in there.
No, I don't have that many, but I see why guys carry 20. Why guys carry 20 freaking batteries.
Because you only fly for 3 minutes.
Well, no, I was flying aggressive, and with this 4-cell, I was getting just 3 minutes 58 seconds before I got the low battery. So getting close to 4 minutes, and that was well, for me it was aggressive. For Hadley, it would be a warm up.
Well, I know a few guys that fly the the planes and the
when are we gonna see this footage from Novice flying the Hadley drone?
And
this is well, he wasn't. This is Justin's drone here.
Well, where's yours, Novice?
I have footage. I have footage.
Well, come on, show it to us.
All right. After this, I will.
Yeah, show him the footage.
If you insist.
Herman insists.
Show him the cartwhile tumble.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Show us how you slide in.
Now, keep in mind, this is the actual speed. I didn't know. I have never flown anything this fast before in my life, but it was okay. And like I said, you get tired of going in straight lines. You learn how to fly FPV.
Yeah, but what you got to always remember, it's like an old cowboy once told me, horses can run really fast, and you're just pretty much just steering and hanging on because the horse is doing all the work.
So
that's a good one, Paul.
Pretty much the truth.
The drone's flying itself. I'm just hanging on for dear life.
Hanging on and steering it. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
I guess I don't know. I tend not to believe that. Hold on a second. I will.
All right, Hadley, here we go. This is your footage from your
Hadley,
drone.
This was my first battery. I got bold and was like, you know what? I'm gonna do this. And I did it, damn it. So hold on a second.
Make it big so we can see
let me pull it up to pull up the video. First battery with Justin there. Here it is. And same gloomy day, but this is the very first. This actually was the second flight because I had went home. I burned 2 batteries.
Does it ever get off the ground?
No, it actually
so
flips
far so
over.
good. Just nothing's happening.
It actually flips over here.
Ooh, look at it! Look at it go! Look at it go! Oh, there it is.
Yeah. So, make a long story short. Let me mute it. Okay, that's a little better.
I think you're doing pretty good.
This was, like I said, the 3rd battery. This was with Justin there. I didn't really get the chest of range. You see where those guys are playing cricket? I was actually on the far side of that fence by the end of the day. By the time Justin and I left, I was just checking out distance and stuff.
Haircut.
Whiz around the cricket.
Where's what?
Why whiz around the cricket?
Look at the plane in the background.
Match.
Yeah, Kennedy Airport's right there.
Hey, Justin, were you ducking at all here or what?
No.
You got
I think I see him laying on the ground, being a small target.
Is that what that is?
Curled up like a ball. Yeah.
Yeah.
He's curled up next to the garbage can.
Yeah.
I was just trying to get used to it. Like I said,
nice flying for your first time ever.
Right, and considering I've never flown anything this fast before. It was actually
good job.
an experience for me.
Nice job. I think you're doing a really good job. Just remember,
4 flips.
Lawrence, you
Here-
don't have to keep the stick
Fly flips.
going 100% forward. You can ease up when you want to once in a while too.
I know, but I was so actually I was so freaking
Mhm.
Oh,
amped from it
Six.
that I just wanted to keep going. I did slow down for the landing.
Above will fit.
That's the part I'm worried. So the turns, I've been playing on the simulator. The turns I'm concerned about, and the landing I'm concerned about.
The landing is what I've been practicing it, and I actually made actually made a landing right in front of us and stood there,
Whoa! That was a
and
haircut.
as if I was had planned it. I was trying to just land straight without
That was
falling.
all out there. It is 8.
I wasn't counting. I didn't know.
I'm counting for you.
Now do one that you don't have any where you flip like Curtis.
Oh no! I'm not at that stage
Tell
yet.
him how it goes, Curtis.
I'm not at that stage yet. Not flip.
Yeah, he's gonna
Go.
next week. He's gonna be flip. And then he's gonna dive down between the trees.
It's
And at the bottom of
almost-
the trees, he's gonna go flip. And when he gets through the trees,
Now, this is-
from a really cool dive, then he's gonna go flip.
Curtis, this is the hardest part to me, landing. Because I as you see, I had to abort because I would have took Justin out, but
Too bad
I
there
actually
isn't sound
get-
on there, Lawrence, because I can almost hear you saying, "Oh shit! Now I got to land."
It's
Well,
more of a
glad you-
controlled
Doesn't
crash.
cartwheel?
No, I don't do no cartwheels.
Oh, there's another one.
The
We're up to
cartwheel,
11
man.
now.
No cartwheels on the grass. I think I do 1 or 2 more passes and then I come in and land. In fact, I come in to land right now. And I have never landed a drone right side up as smoothly as I've done this one.
Oh, he did one last flip right there. So 12 flips.
Hey, when the video stopped, when it stopped recording, I was right side up, right? So
Hey, Mike Roach.
there you
Either
go.
that or the camera flipped over.
How many parts was it in when you went and gathered it up?
Believe it or not, I didn't have to pick up any pieces.
Oh, cool.
I threw one. I threw one battery. That was it. Other than that, everything was fine for the day. So it's right there, Hadley's famous FPV.
Good for you.
It's nicely tuned. I like the way it flies. Sure. What did he say? Yes, you sure can. They have diopter scripts in the Fat Shark's magnetic. Oh, okay. They're talking about goggles there.
Hey,
But
Hadley.
anyway,
Hadley, if you see his wall, he's got room for about 4 more. So keep building and selling them.
well, no, see what's happening is some of this stuff is gonna go.
Ah.
A couple of the little ones are gonna go. I'm gonna get rid of those.
See, I thought on the wall it went up in price as you go up the wall. I didn't.
Oh no, because this, you guys know of a YouTube channel on DJ Soul Force Quads?
Yeah.
Well, if you do, I won this one off of him. That's what I used to take to people to the park for people to train. Because it only has altitude hold. Everything doesn't know GPS. So when I teach you how to fly, you learn how to fly without GPS. And then I pull out a GPS bird and go, why the hell you didn't show me that way? And then I tell them, because if the GPS goes out and you don't know how to fly without GPS, guess what? You're going to lose your bird. Plain and simple. Hey, Roger said, did you take your meds, Paul?
It's on my list.
It's on his list. We're not talking about the brownies either.
Well, those are a certain kind of medication.
Is it true?
They
True.
do make you feel
What's
happy.
up, Mike Roach? How are you, buddy? Anyway,
Who's got brownies? Paul?
Hey, Mike Roach, just a word of warning for you. Philly has something very bizarre for you. You might want to
Okay.
message him.
well, sometimes you need a break, Roger, and take care of yourself first. That's true. That's true, grumpy vlogger. Roger, you do run yourself tired sometime. I see you there. And getting on in the morning, it's like, damn, I don't want to do this anymore. I've seen a couple of times, Roger, in your face, like, why am I doing this now?
Where'd Paul go? Roger wanted to know if he took his meds.
Paul, his chair is turned that way, so I have no idea. You guys support each other's channels.
Yeah, check each other
I
out.
find
man.
it so
Support
hard to
each other's
believe that I
channels.
can't we can't get more than 9 likes, but it's okay because people watch the live stream
You
after.
gotta refresh the channel because
Well, something's going on YouTube because
yeah, it's funny, man. It's been acting up.
I was
got
unsubscribed.
Oh,
to
yeah. I just refreshed it. It says 18, but you shouldn't have to
Okay.
do that. It used to have a real-time counter
Nah,
before.
you got to keep doing it because I got 14, and I had to refresh from, and I only had the 1 from when I was the first one to hit it.
You need a real computer. Mine says 21 watching and it refreshes itself.
Right. The watching refreshes. It just dropped. Well,
Oh, the
everyone's
lights.
F5ing,
Okay.
so they're gonna come back in. But that is messed up because you used to see it just go click, 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 click in real time. So I guess they're saving on bandwidth by having it change every 10 seconds, 20 seconds, or whatever the time is.
Well, wasn't there some discussion they were going to do away with the like and dislike buttons?
There was
That's been talked about in the community for a long time. I've never heard YouTube talk about it.
Well, I think
they was going to get rid of the numbers that
Andrew
shows.
mentioned it once.
I think it was
Now,
the
if Andrew
actual
said
numbers.
something, I would believe
Right.
it.
Thanks, Jay Santia. I think it's and Hadley. I think it's just actually the numbers, which would kind of make sense. And supposedly, even though they get rid of it during the live stream, the actual host should be able to see the numbers, if I'm correct. But who knows? YouTube has been screwed up for a week now. Number count changed. Well,
yeah,
Curtis, it's kind of weird because if you complain about subscribers being taken from you, you don't know if it's someone unsubscribing or if you don't know if it's YouTube cleansing the cesspool, because they claim that they're taking dead accounts and getting rid of them for you, which I think is a crock of bull, because I've had to resubscribe to Herman, I've had to resubscribe to Paul, I've had to resubscribe to Cool Bick, all during different times of the year.
Yeah.
So I don't get it. You mean to tell me people that come to my live stream on a regular, you're going to unsubscribe them, but the people that are sitting there that have not done anything after they've subscribed to my page, or you're going to keep them?
Well, I wonder if it's all because of this support thing that we do.
I'm convinced now you work for YouTube. It's been rumored. It's been rumored, Curtis.
That I work for YouTube? Okay.
Yeah.
Hey, you are the wizard and the mole.
In what way
The
do you
wizard
mean,
and the mole.
Curtis?
Do what?
In what way do you mean? Because that sounds kind of interesting. You said because of the way we support each other.
Hey Hadley, I sent you a link.
So I mean, if you, how do I say this? I don't want to say this incorrectly.
Come on, wizard, open the curtains a little bit now.
Open the curtains just a little bit.
Or at least pull your feet back in under the curtain.
So people can see the reality of it. By the way,
Okay,
here's live
folks,
chat
this
on
has been
Zoom
enjoyable,
now.
but I have to go get ready for a live stream. Take care. Well, Grumpy Vlogger, thank you for popping into those guys. And we highly appreciate it ever so much.
Thanks for stopping by.
Yeah.
By the way, I figured out how to get live chat into Zoom so we can, I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. No, I just think that, so in your particular case, we're looking at, let me go back over here just to see exactly what you got. You have 3,087K subscribers and you have 20 people watching. Those numbers are way off. Why don't you have 33,000 people watching?
Yeah,
I'm beginning to suspect that channels like that are YouTube is looking at and saying, wait a minute, something's not right here.
Well, you know what it is? You go to a show like Pusa Studios, or you go to Rogers Canadian Drone Hub, and then people will subscribe to you and never ever go back to your channel. And
I know that's what I'm saying. That's why I'm saying the sub for sub situation, or the support everybody situation, is not necessarily the best thing in my opinion.
Yeah,
it's actually people that, you know, if you have 3,000 subscribers and
right,
granted,
and you're doing a live
show,
stream, and with 3,000 subscribers, technically with a live stream, you should have a minimum of 50 to 100 people. Easy.
Right.
Well, and my biggest concern is with YouTube, if YouTube was really serious and wanted to do something, they would find out a way, and don't tell me they can't, to get rid of all of the phony subscribers where you buy them out of China or India or whatever.
You go to Fiverr.com and buy all your likes
Exactly.
and all that fun stuff. Yeah, those I don't do that, and I don't subscribe to anybody else that does that. I think it's lame.
Yep, but it's done, and I don't know why Facebook just kind of turns a blind eye to it.
You know why?
Well, we don't know that they
you-
do. I think it's when you get to a certain level, when you start monetizing, they do look at you.
But you know what? Also, YouTube allows it, because a lot of these programs that are running this algorithm, which allows you to add 50 people, add 100 comments, et cetera, 100 likes. In order to do that, you have to be signed into YouTube to do it at some point along the line.
Well,
you understand? This company has to have some kind of permission for YouTube to subscribe so many hundreds or thousands of people, or 10, 15. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah,
YouTube has to know something about that.
Well, I personally know of a guy that is we'll leave unnamed, but he's got thousands and thousands of subscribers. But yet, when you go and he does a live stream or any kind of just put something on his channel, 2 or 3 people watching, maybe 25 people like it. You know, it's like, what the heck's going on here?
And then
That's
you got to
what I'm
think
saying.
also, I do know that there are accounts out here and certain individuals out here that have 10 and 11 and 12 accounts. And when they go live, they load these accounts on a laptop somewhere in a room somewhere, and they go live that way. And I also know people that create accounts to get into other people's live streams when they get kicked out.
Well, that's a very small minority. We're talking about, the overall number that a channel has versus what their people
versus what they get,
versus what they're actually getting.
But
Now,
see, I
so
find
the other part of that argument is, the time of day. So how many people are out with their wives having dinner right now or doing something? Friday night is date night for me. I want to come home and jump on a live stream because I've been working all week, but my wife wants me to get, but I'm subscribed to a bunch of, Canadian Drone Hub. I want to go hang out with them.
Behave, Mike Roche.
No, but I understand what you're saying, but I find that to be the case with a lot of live streams. If you go and look at even some of the big names out there of how many subscribers they have, and then how many actual people who are watching when they have a live stream, and the ratio is always off.
Well,
I don't
the leader in this thing, the leader in this
you
thing,
have thousands of subscribers. You only got 200.
Ken Heron would be the leader in this thing as far as the amount of people that subscribe and watch him on a regular basis, and even his numbers are off compared to his subscriber base versus his actual viewers.
Right.
Even the views after the live stream, taking into account that not everybody is off on Thursday night.
Right, and you got to give 2 or 3 days.
Right. So even a week later, it still doesn't add up. If I was YouTube, I'd look at it and go, hey, what's going on here?
And there's something wrong with the system and why they allow it. I mean, I've seen people come up after me. I've grinded for 3 years to get where I'm at. Okay. And I'm going to tell you something. There's people that came up after me that have 5,000, 7,000, 10,000.
I can give you some realistic numbers when you don't fudge the numbers. My old show, Drone Owners Network Live, 700 subscribers. At times we had 2,000 and 3,000 and 4,000 views. So it can be done. It's just a matter, you have to put in the work and you have to stay with it and you have to create good content.
Yeah, but here's the point is, okay, I can see if you got 4,000 or 5,000 views.
Solitario, hey.
But you have these people with subscribers that have 175,000 subscribers.
Yeah.
It's just it's like a drip of water compared to what their subscriber base is. So in my mind, the subscriber base has got to be highly suspect.
I agree. I agree 100%. That's what I'm saying.
Well, I'm going to tell you, I'm going to tell you, I go through my subscriber list because there are dead accounts. There are people who have lost their subscription. It's just a dead account that has got kicked or they violated the TOS, terms of
or
service.
or
of
they
YouTube.
died.
Or yeah,
That
yeah.
happens every day.
But I go through and I can find in a week, I can find anywhere from 5 to about 10 accounts
Mhm.
that just don't exist anymore. You click on them, you see they haven't posted anything in a year or so, and
Mhm.
out of nowhere they pop up. Whereas, like I said earlier, I had to resubscribe to Herman and a few other people. I don't get it.
No,
don't
I
see
remember you telling me you unsubscribed to Herman. I know about that.
That's all right.
This starting shit, right?
I'm good.
Okay. There we go. That's all right.
Well, and then that leaves suspect all of their what I call fictitious numbers in order to, they set these goals for you to reach. And if the numbers aren't exactly right for everybody on the same equal playing field, why is it they stick to these numbers? Like you got to have so many thousand view hours. You got to
Well,
have
I'm gonna tell
The
you
view
something.
hours make sense. The subscriber base doesn't make
But I'm
sense.
going to tell you something Billy Kyle told me. And I said, dude, at the time, right now, I think he has about 56,000. At the time, I think he was at 48 trying to break 50,000. And I was like, dude, how do you answer all of the subscription, all of the comments
He
and stuff
doesn't.
in your videos?
But
And
he doesn't, right?
he says, I don't. I said, well, how come you have so many subscribers and when you go live, you only have but a certain crowd? And he says, well, most of the subscribers are probably accounts that were created just to subscribe to me and have forgotten long about me long ago. They got out of the hobby. He couldn't really explain, but he you know what he does? He says, I don't worry about the numbers anymore. I don't even look at them.
Yeah.
He doesn't pay any attention to his subscriber numbers anymore. And I can understand that. And it's almost impossible with every time he puts out a video with 56,000 subscribers, he's got to clear at least 3,000 comments easy in the first week.
You would hope.
You would hope. I don't know if he actually is, but I'm just trying to do the stupid algorithm math.
Yeah, but if he's not responding to them over a period of time, people will know they just don't comment.
Yeah.
Right.
But
comments will help. Comments after a live stream will help your live stream a lot because that stuff in the chat is cool and everything. But when you comment after a live stream, YouTube likes that. I know that for a fact.
Yeah, because we've had a few people let us know that they've watched the live stream overnight, or they got home late, or they were on the road. One guy took a picture. Actually, Big John took a picture with those guys on in his car, listening while he was going to work. Okay, and that was after the live stream.
You guys are talking about doing contests for those guys. If you're going to do a contest, make it a comment on your live video after the video is over, and the winner's announced next week, because then that creates interaction with your audience, and that's what YouTube wants to see.
Right, and that makes a lot of sense because you can actually use the random picker to, and if you leave a comment, you're in the drawings.
Yep.
You're definitely in the drawing. So that's something to look forward to. Plus, if someone has thousands, I don't expect a response. Mike Roach says. Yeah, it's kind of hard. Like right now, I can respond to everyone who comments because I get a comment here 5 minutes later. I try to stay on top of the comments as much as I can. But then I go back and I look at the video, or I look at the analytics of the video, and I see I've responded to 45 comments here, 28 comments there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But after a while, and I would hope that people are smart enough to realize this. Let's just say that you have your subscriber base and they're all there and they're all hanging out, et cetera, and they're all watching your videos and they're commenting.
What's up, Hadley?
Hadley in the house. How do you respond to all these guys who go, "Hey, I liked your video today"? You say thanks, and the next guy you go thanks, and the next guy you go thanks. After a while, it's like, it's kind of lame. It's like you're not putting much thought into it.
It is, but you want to know what? I've met people from around the world that have watched my video or something that I've done, and just by responding back to them, like, oh my God, Ken Heron doesn't respond back. Well, I'm not as big as Ken Heron. Okay, so I can respond to you when I see an alert come up. But some people take it personal. One guy
Yeah,
I-
they do.
I'm not going to say who it is, but there's one guy that lives out here where I live. I
Later,
walk
Barry
into
G.
the store. I walk into the store and he's showing some guy my YouTube video going, yeah, I know this guy. Yeah, me and him are real cool, you know?
So who's this guy that Mike Roach is talking about in Sunshine State? I don't know this guy.
From the other circle. He's
The
from
other
up,
circle.
Guys, what's up?
What's up, Hadley?
Yeah,
Not much.
Curtis,
How you guys doing?
I can.
Yeah, in the chat if you would please.
Okay.
Thank you,
Oh,
Paul.
yeah. That's right. We do have a private chat. Yeah, you can do that. I thought you had picked up on it. Hey, Hadley.
Yeah.
I've come to the
Mine's not
conclusion-
crashed yet, Hadley.
It'll be
unlike
fine.
unlike
It'll be
Lawrence's.
fine as long as you don't hit it in a wall or something solid. It'll be okay.
Lawrence, on the other hand, is
Justin and I have come to the conclusion after we
oh
see
yeah.
build,
Thank you, Paul. Okay.
After you see us build, we see you build one or two different things. We might want another version of these to have a spare on the side.
That's not going to be possible. That frame and motor combination was a sellout from TBS. That's how they were so cheap.
Oh wow. Okay,
Mhm.
so now that's one of a kind, Justin, with the
Welcome to
The one of a
signature.
kind.
Now I got to make sure I don't destroy this.
Yeah, don't destroy that one. But
So-
I'm going to be building some more here pretty soon. I was going over like
What's up,
frames and
Mark?
stuff to use. So
How are you, Mark?
I think the
EBR?
next round's going to be some Armiton frames with like lifetime warranty.
Hey,
okay.
Ooh.
Hadley,
See, that
how's it
sounds
feel
nice.
to be turning yourself into a warehouse manager and an inventory specialist too?
Got a bunch of shit. I might as well sell it. I'm just
I get you
saying.
the red suit for Christmas, Hadley.
I know Christmas is going to be like not enjoyable for me this year. It's okay. I'll celebrate Christmas in January or something. I
He's
don't
gonna be
know.
Santa drone.
I will fly myself to you.
So, Paul, when you getting your order in?
Order in for what?
He's like, don't.
Yeah,
don't
you can be
turn
like
the
Lawrence and
ball.
just hang it on the wall. You don't actually fly.
Yeah, exactly.
That's
Paul's
messed
like, I got a
Exactly.
tree behind me. I don't need no drone.
At least we saw him fly.
We got to get something to Paul just so he can hang on the wall. He doesn't have to fly it.
No.
All you have to do is just say
Paul,
you
I can
have
send
it.
you
I'll
one.
be
You
back
want
in
a
just a
quad?
second, guys.
No.
No,
Hang it on the
listen.
wall.
I'll send you one, Paul.
No,
You
no,
want one?
it's okay. Hey, Hadley,
I got a
Don't want
transmitter.
Don't
I got
want nothing to do with it.
everything. How about I just give it to you?
give it to somebody that will.
No, I want to give it to you.
I know, but who wants?
I want to give it to somebody that doesn't fly
Yes,
FPV
you
named
know,
Paul. That's my
Mia's-
friend.
Mia's-
You know, I'm just
Mia's
saying.
getting older, and she doesn't chew on the hard stuff anymore. So
Jeez.
He said Paul, EBR says Paul buys dozens of Inspires.
I know.
yeah,
Right?
pallets of them. I still got the damn pallet jack I ordered because I was getting all those Inspired 2s from Walmart.
I know. They didn't show up, but the pallet jack came.
No. Well, the pallet jack's here. I'm waiting for the next big Walmart deal.
Right? Hey, Centroid.
What's up, Centroid? How are you?
Centroid, Mark, what's good, man? You know what? I say you should get
Oh,
yourself a whole pallet full of Hadley's drones. You can have something to do.
Hadley.
Yeah, Al Diaz. Yeah, I can.
Al Diaz, yeah, hit you up.
Yeah, hit me up, man. If you're on Facebook, Justin Hadley is my. It's got the
Yeah,
same picture as.
Yeah, I think we ought to have a contest on what should be the ultimate Justin Hadley build.
Oh,
and
God.
everybody gets in there and tells them what
X
you
class.
think would be the X. And I'm thinking a 24-foot X class would be cool.
Something that you can humanly ride in, right?
Right, the size of a small car.
No, my the one thing that I've been selling a lot of is the 7 inches. I've sold 12 FR7s.
No, see, I'm a little scared to go
No,
up that
Oh, yeah.
far.
They're not
I'm
nothing to
thinking,
mess
Hadley,
with.
I can see in the back wall a 94-inch back there. Back wall.
Bigger than my damn TV. I know. I think my TV's like a 55 or something. It's like
What
huge.
did Centroid say? Just got done teaching some master teachers how to build a tiny whoop, then did some flying with an A.
Louis P. Floyd.
Oh yeah, okay. I
Aaron.
didn't know that abbreviation there. Today was a
I
good
wanna-
day for
wanna
us
build
too.
a
We got to
something
fly
with
two Hadley specials, Centroid.
Yeah, and he's got video.
That's cool. I'm glad you guys were able to
Oh,
fly.
man, you should have
Didn't
saw
have
us.
any
We were like
issues.
kids. We were like kids in the
Um,
candy store. I was like,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Were you guys like this after you left? Like, do we have to?
Lawrence
We have
was.
rain.
Lawrence
No,
was
I was
Lawrence
going-
was
I was-
nervous, and Justin took a football helmet. He had that on.
I was going Hadley. I was going, but I still got 2 more batteries.
Oh God, I hate that. Like I went home yesterday with 12 batteries because I didn't run them all.
Oh shit.
I was charging in the field while I was flying, and I took
Okay.
25 with me.
Well, I
25
had
batteries. There's an
I
ice
originally
cream.
went to the park with 6 batteries, and I went
That's
home.
a good
I
number.
came home with 2.
You
So that-
really, if you could, Lawrence, you should get at least 10 because
Oh, I know.
between 6 and 10 is when you get flow state.
Okay. All
Yeah,
right.
and that's when your improvements are going to be drastic. 6 packs is really good. It's a good strong start. But once you're out there flying, you're like, oh God, it's clear, and you've got a few hours to fly.
Yeah.
You'll fly through those 6 packs like in an hour if you're by yourself. If you're the only one flying. So when you grab 4 more, you'll be out there for about an hour and a half, and you get that extra half hour of time.
You
and
know, that would make a difference because
big time. Big
I
time.
went out this morning and I tried because I had not flown it. You saw I did the little video with it
Yeah.
bouncing in the kitchen
Yeah.
just to make
Oh,
want
yeah.
to make sure it could lift off the ground. I was cool with
I
that.
knew it was. I gonna. I wasn't even worried about it.
But
Unless you
then I
plugged
got to the park
XT60 in
when-
backwards.
But when I got to the park, I said, let me try line of sight. Now, those of you who don't know this about FPV, line of sight in acro mode, these guys that do it, it looks easy. It's not.
It's not
It's-
easy. That's how I
It's
started.
not easy
though.
in acro.
Yeah.
So I said, you know what? After about 30 seconds, I'm fumbling with it, trying to gain control. Just man up and put the goggles on. So I burnt the battery and a half, and then I went back home. Justin said he would be at my house, and Justin came over. I charged that battery and a half and still went back with 6. And
Nice. So
I
you
got
got
to burn
7 and a
4
half, but not
batteries.
under goggle.
Huh?
You got what? 4 under goggles today.
Yeah. Yeah.
Good. That's a good start. That's it's pretty impressive. My first drone, like I was flying 1 battery at a time. I
And
didn't
Centroid
buy
Go,
anymore.
screw line of sight and acro. Hell no.
Well, yeah. Once you stop flying like a tiny whoop or anything like that, you're definitely not going to want to go back to doing that once you put goggles on because it's
You know what? That makes
in
me
the
feel so
cockpit
bougie because I
experience.
just said earlier I'm getting rid of my tiny whoops.
yeah.
No, keep it.
I see you
Keep
got
it, play
a
with it.
Cinewhoop. What is that? A Cinewhoop back there?
This one, yeah.
Yeah.
iFlight.
iFlight. Yeah, that's
iFlight
don't get
Mega
rid of
B-
that. You hang on
Mega
to that
BV
one.
No. I'm talking
Okay.
about the little
He said
tiny-
whoops, and I'm like, that one's got ducks. Don't sell that one.
No. Dude, I even have spare ducks for it. I'm prepared.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And I've got, as you can see, move. I got a 3D printer back there. If you
Yeah,
need
so
any
what do
printing.
you
Just got that too.
you got your printed working? Justin just
Yep.
bought a printer too.
Yeah, I just
Look, I
printed
got
this.
mad junk over here. It's 3D. Hold on. I got wires all over the place. I don't know
He
if you can see
just
it.
brought. Okay, so and that's for the Hero 7.
Yeah, Hero 5, 6, and 7. Yep.
This printer is amazing.
Oh, he's got the Ender 3 just like me. Yeah, I got the
Yeah,
same
this
one.
thing is amazing. Out the
Isn't
box.
it?
Yeah, I'm
Right
proud.
out of the box, man. You put it together, you make sure the bed's level and the first beat is going down
Paul,
smooth, and
no.
you're done.
No, Paul.
Yes, Paul, get one.
Paul, no. If you get on Amazon,
I
if
am.
I see Amazon reflecting in your glasses, I'm calling Lynn.
I am not. I'm not a builder or a fixer. I'm a flyer.
Hey,
But
how did you get rid of
have to say like
Paul? Did you get rid
Go
of
ahead.
your bees?
The wasps.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
you know what's funny about that?
Two
There was a
applications.
video-
What was that, Justin?
There was a video about that same situation where I think it was on the Discovery
Hey,
Channel,
Chris Hope.
and this guy, same situation in his daughter's room, and they kept hearing buzzing all night long.
Mm-hmm.
And come to find out, the guy sees a hole in a wall,
Yep.
starts chipping away at it. He's like, "There's something behind it." Takes a thermal camera, and the whole side of his wall was a nest that was 6 feet long.
Oh
So
yeah,
they-
my next door neighbor, right next door here, They where their bathtub is, they have one of those big round jacuzzi tubs in their master bathroom, and all underneath that was full of killer bees, plus the entire wall of the bathroom.
Well, if you had saw the video
That was
Paul
bad.
had, they were carrying out the styrofoam siding from the house, dude. They were cutting out bricks and
Oh,
just
yeah.
flying away with them, yo.
Oh yeah.
Told you, Paul, you could have just set the drone up out there and done it for cheaper.
Yep. Yep.
Well, I
Knock 'em
Guys,
out.
excuse
some
me
of the
for a
video
second. I
with
gotta
the
get
drone,
out of
you
here.
had to
I'm gonna head
take
out
the
now.
props off.
All
Take
right,
care,
Mr. Crawley.
Crowley.
Guys, have a great night.
Crowley.
I gotta fly. I
bro.
gotta take off.
Bye,
tonight.
Listen,
Sean.
guys, we have to end this live stream at exactly 7 because I have to go out in the rain and pick my daughter up.
Here
No
you go,
worries.
Central.
Yeah, I'm
Here's
supposed to.
here's
I'm
my
supposed
first
to
video.
leave in about 15 minutes to go fly with my
Peace,
buddy
everybody.
Sean.
But Hadley, I can
Yeah.
honestly tell you, this was the fastest bird I've flown since I started FPV.
That's
Lawrence,
awesome, though. You know,
and-
I'm glad to be a part of it. Thank you.
Lawrence,
Yeah.
Thank you so much,
You
man.
said you
I'm
have to go
grateful for
out.
you guys picking them up,
Oh,
and
Yeah.
they were able to go to
Appreciate
good
it.
homes. You know, that matters. Really
And
matters.
Curtis is sitting there pissed because he didn't got his radio yet.
Yeah,
Oh
they-
man, I told you,
glad they
Curtis, you
found good homes.
canceled that damn order.
Found good
PayPal
homes.
rejection. No, give me my money back, mother.
Well, as soon as you
Get
get it,
FPV and have been in there in 4 days.
Here, let me share it.
Curtis,
It gives me a
Lawrence,
little
he
more
said
time
that he's
to
glad the drones found a good home.
I know, I heard him.
Yeah, no, I
this
know
is
it's
the
a good
guy's
home.
wall?
Yeah, Cito.
Damn.
Yeah, see, that's crazy.
Lawrence, you know
Why did they go in from the inside? Oh, I see. It's
The
brick on the inside
receptionist-
too.
the receptionist at the place where I was
They did a
going
thermal
visit
camera, and that's
therapy,
what it
that
showed.
happened to her.
Yeah?
Yeah, they got
Yeah.
into the ceiling of her bedroom, and she was noticing bees in the bedroom.
Coming out in the bedroom.
And the neighbor had told her that he noticed bees on the side of the wall by her window. And
That
what was
means they were
happening,
going in
into
somewhere.
the brick and going into the ceiling.
Yep.
And she called the guy who does the bee extraction, and they came and checked it out. You know, they had to rip out the entire ceiling, like half of the entire ceiling of her bedroom. You know how much
Yep.
honey they pulled out of there?
Oh yeah, amazing amount.
They were in there for a minute.
Well,
Curtis is going to be the number one flyer out of the group. Look at this guy. He's just smoothing it. Little jerky, but really smooth around the corners. I really
That's
like how
my-
you've got that
that's
pretty
what
level.
I'm trying to do. I'm trying now. I don't have video stabilization because I'm using a Hero Session.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
I'm trying to smooth out my turns. Right now, I'm like
It takes time,
herky-jerky.
you guys. You remember this. Like, I mark my words. It's going to take many packs before you're doing that.
Well,
Don't
Justin,
expect it to happen soon.
Hadley, let me explain something to you. To go from flying the center whoop to flying this bird here
It's
is
like
pretty much like
it's like putting a
balls
rocket
to the
ship
wall.
under you.
You put your foot on the pedal and you just hold on for dear life. That's what
It's like literally jumping on a rocket and saying, "I'm going to steer this from driving a car."
You should have saw my first battery. But after I got the control down pretty good, I calmed down some.
I wish I was there to see this. Video doesn't do justice to the verbal communication
No,
that happens while you're flying.
No,
I was like, what the hell? I was like,
because Justin, I gave Justin, I'm using Justin's goggles, right?
Okay,
and I
gotcha.
gave him mine that I use just for
Whoa.
people to stand there. And
Mhm.
Justin goes, "Oh shit, you've been practicing."
I was like, wow. I was like, I need
Justin,
to,
you've been working too much. You ain't got no time to practice, huh?
Mhm.
oh, I'm gonna make a schedule. I'm gonna
Gonna
have
have
to put an
to
hour
now.
in on a simulator every day, and
Justin
we'll be
says he's
visiting
gonna put
Lawrence
it
a
in-
lot.
If I can tell you the best time to use the sim is first thing in the morning.
Mhm.
Before you even go and
Muscle
do
memory?
anything for your morning, like get up extra early, like for work or whatever, and sit there for a half hour. Make sure you've allotted a half hour in the morning.
So there you
It'll
go,
learn the
Centroid. There's
most
your
first thing
footage.
in the morning.
All right.
Do it for 60 days and let me know how much it's helped you. I guarantee you'll be like 60 days later. Review your first flight and then do it 60 days later and check it out. It's going to be, yeah,
the day and night.
yes. You're going to be amazed with your improvements in
So
60 days.
Paul, is anyone going live after me?
Oh yeah, Val's on at 7.
Is
Mr. Steele
it-
just jumped
is
on
it-
a live stream testing Bite Frost.
Yeah.
What happened?
Mr. Steele's in the field testing Bite Frost. He just posted it's live actually.
Okay.
Wow.
That's interesting.
I didn't expect him to go live. I haven't seen him go live in like a year.
He's California time, right?
Atlanta.
Atlanta. That's East Coast.
Yeah. Yeah, he's in
That's
Atlanta.
even more interesting. Curtis Dart, that was DRL. I have the same sim.
I think
have
Philly's
that
going to
sim.
go
Nice
live
try.
tonight.
DRL's a good one. That's what I learned on.
Curtis, are you going live tonight?
I think Philly's going live.
I never know when he's going live anymore. It's just like it's kind of like whoop.
Hey, indoor quadcopters.
I had a talk with him about
and
that.
He went live.
How did it go, Curtis?
Well, when you're talking to Philly, it's mostly him talking. No, no, that's true. Actually, it is. It's mostly him talking. He's been kind of trying to figure out when is the best time to go on live. So it's been an experiment so far as to, when it, like Friday nights is not a good night. He's figured that one out. And Saturday was okay. Sunday seemed to be better. I think Sunday in the afternoon before those guys go on would actually be the perfect time, but he likes to sleep during the day too. So
yeah, he usually crashes about 1 o'clock till about 6 o'clock.
yeah, so we'll see how that goes. But last I heard was he was doing a show tonight. And Mike Roche, you need to contact Philly because he's got some plans for you.
Oh boy! All right, Mike.
Sounds like a setup to me.
No. It's a fun thing if Philly follows through with it.
Okay.
I'll tell you guys.
We're gonna do a part 2 on Mike
Curtis?
Roach's James Bond video.
Curtis, you know how much I love Michael, but I am so glad that you're his new best friend.
As opposed to you, he still speaks highly of you, Paul.
Oh, I speak highly of him too, but he's just too much energy for an old guy like
Mike
me.
Roach says he's afraid to call him.
He's just too.
So,
too
Mike, you did the. I've never seen the James Bond thing that Mike Roach did. I heard about it, but Mike, if you did the James Bond thing, you'll enjoy doing what Philly has planned. I'll tell you guys about it in the after show real quick, but I don't want to reveal too much.
Is it a takeoff on Pussy Galore or what?
No.
Oh, damn.
How about that for a title for a movie?
Is DRL the recommended sim, Jay Santiago?
Go ahead.
You want to know what, Jay Santiago? I honestly believe between Velocidrone and DRL, those seem to be the ones everyone talk about. But I'm used to being outside the circle, and I learned on liftoff. I have about 10 hours, 15 hours in on liftoff.
Curtis, what are you using?
So I have liftoff and DRL, and I probably should just go. I should just get Velocidrone too and do a review of all three. I also have
that would be a good video because a lot of
also
people don't
have
know how to start.
I also have the DJI simulator as well. I have it on another computer. I need to put it on this one that I go live with and do that as well, because that's actually kind of cool.
Well, Hadley's still planning on building you that DJI FPV rig.
I mean, if you want DJI, if you want Bite Frost, if you want anything, I'll build it. I am not biased to anything. It's how deep are your pockets? Some of the stuff
I will tell you that DRL is a smoother flying.
That's real.
DRL is a smoother flying option. Liftoff is a little more jerky, but I think that might be more realistic.
To me,
yeah, Curtis, the most realistic is going to be Velocidrone.
From what I understand, because
definitely.
you have the weight classification, right?
I'm only giving the opinions on what I've
set it
flown.
up like Mr. Steele talks about on his he's got a Velocidrone little video, and he talks about how to set up weight and everything, the wind drag on the quad.
Right.
And it really does change it to fly like it's supposed to.
And it gives it the characteristics.
Exact, it's darn close.
It gives it the characteristics of a 300-gram drone or a 350. Yeah.
Yeah,
okay.
like mine are 900 grams, 850. Most of my builds, like the ones that you guys are flying that I sent you, those are 300 grams without GoPro and battery.
Okay.
But they're racers. It's a racing training drone is what that really is. And you can learn so much with that, doing freestyle.
Well, racing, I'm going to tell you something.
All around robust little quad.
I was in the middle of the park and I was flying pretty much doing figure eights, trying to get used to handling.
Mhm.
And every time I'd go past the guys playing cricket, I'd hear, "Whoa!" You know,
Oh, yeah.
I'd be buzzing
yeah.
right by them.
Yeah,
But
that thing's screaming over their head. They're like,
Yeah,
They're,
yeah.
they're definitely looking.
Hey, Centroid, that was actual footage that I flew. It was not DRL.
Hey, Lawrence, just remember, when you play cricket, it entails a great big huge bat. So just be careful when you're flying around.
Listen,
Yeah, that's
they
true.
were in
Practice.
one side of the park, and I kept flying along the border where the outfielder was, their outfielder was. I kept flying behind him, and every now and then he would look over his shoulder like that. I'd see him look in the camera, and one bird did come by to see what I was doing, and after I turned towards him, he was like, "Yo, I'm out." He just
Okay, so
got
there's an
out.
announcement in the chat real quick. Canadian Drone Hub is going to be doing Val's show tonight. So if you're going to watch Val, jump on over to Canadian Drone Hub.
Oh, 7 o'clock.
Okay.
Roger.
Okay, Val must be working. That's cool. Can we do a drop before we get out of here? Since we
Yes.
got everyone
Yeah,
here,
'cause it's
Can we practice?
6:54,
and
yeah.
can we practice?
Guys.
Hadley,
Who's go?
Yeah.
you know
yeah,
how
I'm
to
here.
do a
I've
drop.
got like 50 things going on, but I am here.
You know how to do
Here
it.
in
We
support.
do a drop, right? Say
I
Sunday
think I've
nights.
done one.
Sunday nights with those guys is sponsored by, and then we go those guys.
Yeah, I've done it.
Okay.
Yeah.
We just want to do one real quick before
You blue
we end
labeled
the
me.
line.
I think I've done it a couple times.
Okay.
My
All
memory
right.
sucks,
All right.
but I'm here.
All right. Sunday nights with those guys is sponsored by
Those
guys.
We appreciate it ever so much. I know it's 5 minutes too, but I have to go pick up my daughter, so I have to get out of here. I have
Do
to
it to it,
drive.
man.
I have to go
Everybody,
drive and,
it's
and
been
pick
great.
her up.
See everybody
We
that
appreciate
wants to
you
over on
all.
Canadian
Thank you
Drone
for
Hub.
coming in. And don't forget to check out Herman. Oh, this is important. Don't forget to check out Herman on Wednesday night with those guys.
Those
because
guys.
You never
Yes,
know what he's got
Herman.
planned.
Wednesday nights,
I
Herman
don't
takes
know.
the
I
reins.
don't know. You tell me.
I don't know.
Anyway, we're out of here, guys. Much appreciated.
Anything.
Later.